in every movie, not every movie, but most movies before this, Bond has gotten his moment of champagne at the end, and they give the champagne moment to Jaws of all people, and then...
Well, here's to us.
And I laugh every time. I do, you can't help love it. And that's the thing. That's where this movie's difficult, because for everything that I go, oh, I also go, oh, I love that. I love that, so, and that's what's difficult about this.
Yeah. But to close out my point, that's the stuff I like, the comedic side that I like. But then we have the laser battle in space.
Back up. So wait, where are you putting it though, Scott? So I'm looking up.
9 to 10, I think is
okay
where we were. But I like that side, like you said, Charlie. It's hard to hate that side. But then there's the gondola shit with pigeons doing double takes and and the laser battle in space and guys just spinning out, and it's just there's also those scenes that just bring it down for me. It's like
there's a lot of silliness and fun stuff, but nothing so offensive that it gets knocked all the way down. But there's also nothing special about the movie to take it up. There's no...
The Bible references don't do it for you? This isn't the most profound and meaningful fucking movie you've ever seen in your life?
The animals went in 2 by 2.
What do you mean by that?
Noah's Ark. This operation.
They referenced Genesis over and over. Lord Drax, damn you to fiery space abyss, you
I was glad he didn't explode like what's his face.
I thought his ending was fitting.
That was a good death.
I thought his ending fit really well, actually.
Yeah.
I'm going to give that points. A fitting death is nice.
Take a giant step for mankind.
So, McCurdy, go ahead.
I'm in the same ballpark as they are, but going into this, I thought originally I was like, oh, maybe it's ahead of Live and Let Die. Maybe it's there. But then I thought about it more and more, and I'm like, even talking about how spoofy this movie is and how many references it makes and all the silly scenes and the fact that you have a really good scene in this movie and then the rest of the movie doesn't meet up to it. And even though it does have Drax, you make some good points about how good Drax is in comparison to some of the other villains we've had recently. I'm like, yeah. But then I go back to thinking about some of the other things, and Diamonds Are Forever at least is a consistent movie all around. Nothing really. I mean, yeah, we have the weird moon chase, bike chase scene, and but Mr. Kid and Mr. Winter are so great.
Yeah.
And they work really well in that film, and I think him going through the whole diamond thing really works. But I think one of the big things for me with that movie is just the fact that how the ending is wrapped up kind of weakly, I guess. So I'm kind of in that same boat with you guys. But originally, I think I was going to put it above Diamonds Are Forever, only because I do like a lot of the spectacle in this movie. I do like Jaws. I do like the villain. But then when I think about it more, I'm like, yeah, but then it's got the silly space scene, and it's got double take pigeons, and
yeah.
So I kind of want to hear where Charlie goes with this, because it's kind of me saying it's either going to be 9 or it's going to be 8. One of those. I don't know, but I don't think it's You Only Live Twice.
So as we've worked through all of us, we're slowly going up. I did go ahead and throw it at number 8. Below Thunderball, but above Live and Let Die. I do think I think that's based on me just comparing it directly to those two movies as opposed to considering Diamonds Are Forever. Because again, Diamonds Are Forever, yes, I agree with everything you said, McCurdy. But at the same time, that movie is so it. And that's why we elevated it from above bottom, because if you go pure, if we were to base everything off of pure goofiness, it would be the bottom.
I'm not even.
But the movie is so indifferent to your opinion that it doesn't give a shit. It's like Bond's like this, and then the car goes like that. It's like whatever. But because they just didn't give a shit, because they were just gambling in Vegas and banging hookers and stuff, and they didn't care.
But the other thing about that movie is it's just very grounded, even though it's got some silly things. At least nothing is we're not going in outer space. There's not really any science fiction in the movie other than
But just Bond going to space, though, doesn't offend me. Now, the fact that it does look like a B movie is like whatever.
It's not the worst thing.
But yeah, I really don't care. Like, just saying Bond goes to space, you know, had they done it, again, take the dog scene, take the centrifuge scene and apply that to space.
And not have the goofy scenes with Jaws.
If they just took out the ridiculous laser battle, I think it would have worked.
The laser battle, the problem with that to me is like when I see Thunderball, at least I know Nans, you weren't a huge fan of the underwater photography, but with Thunderball there was like some clearness, some clarity to that whole thing, and also some like, oh wow, they had to film all this underwater.
I like the underwater
and we have like
scene.
little moments, like there's we see little moments of like, oh well, like the shark's coming, and then Bond comes in, he swoops in and does some Superman stuff, and like they give little vignettes to all of it. But like this is just like. Like everyone's shooting stuff.
Just ridiculous.
And it's just all over the place.
It's too much.
Really, it's just.
But again, all the same, I do like when I think of Live and Let Die. Yes, Solitaire's cool. Mr. Big he's cool. I like him, but you know, again, between his potential being squandered and also farting himself to death, I know I'm a broken record in that regard, but it's hard to get over.